How I plan to get 1600 on the SAT. Usually you would expect a video like this to be how I got a 1600 on the SAT, but I haven't done that yet, so I just have to take you guys there. But watch a bit more. Right now, I stand out a strong and reliable 1320 who would treat you right when times get rough, getting 640 in math and 680 in English. That's for my first and only SAT, so it holds a special place in my heart. Though that being the case, of 1320 won't get me looked by at most schools I'm looking towards, so the only option is to get better. In saying this, it is quite easier said than done. Only 0.07% of people manage to attain this score. That's 7 in every 10,000. So achieving this will be no easy feat. However, 7 every 10,000 also means it's not impossible. So what's my plan to get there? To figure that out, I have to figure out what's still in my way the first time taking the SAT. That's a lot of flaws, but among these, lack of study, procrastination, geometry, and mindset stand proudly. The week leading up to my first test, I chose to go on an XPSS leadership retreat where I failed to study due to the busy nature of the trip. Although even if I used this as an excuse, there were still countless hours where I feigned having nothing to do. This is where procrastination comes in. If I truly want this score, it ultimately has to be something I work towards, even when it's not convenient. For instance, when you exercise despite your body hurting in the pursuit of a greater goal. Which is kind of hard because I have no aspiration to be the top SAT scorer, but I do have aspirations to hone a really great application I'm proud of. But inspiration and goals aren't anything without discipline. It's like when you have a group of 3 friends, but the third person's the bond that sparks the chemical reactions. Moving on to geometry. My old best friend. When I took the class, I was really good at it. Unfortunately, we parted ways and I never contacted him. So now we find ourselves parallel to each other. Unable to walk the same path until one of us can fully communicate that they understand the other by overcoming the hurdle of time that separates us. Luckily enough, I feel like if I sat down and looked through his old movesets, I should be able to get the upper hand when it comes to the SAT. Finally, the MVP of the 1600 Disrupting 4 is my mentality. During the test, I panicked and choked. I kept telling myself that I was so close to solving the question I had already spent 3 minutes on. In reality, it will take me another 2 minutes, which could have been better spent on the free response section of math. For English, I often overthought problems, complicating questions to a point where I completely overlooked the obvious answer. In saying this, the test was actually really fun. The stuff I knew them well. It felt like doing strokes against the canvas. And so much of the stuff I didn't know, I learned in the middle of the test. It was generally a nice first test, which makes me more excited for the next one. Saying that though, how do I make sure I win next time? Firstly, I'm doing one-on-one tutoring sessions every Monday and Wednesday to address my lack of study and procrastination. We're mainly doing math and we're getting towards the geometry section now, so I'll be able to refresh on geometry and its old habits. In addition, since I'm in summer, I have more time to focus on one area of study. I can also review stuff like flashcards on the formulas during my downtime. When I do so, I'll try and get clips to keep myself accountable. Maybe I'll live stream it. We'll have to see. Oh yeah, I'm also going to continue with Khan Academy, so maybe I'll stream that as well. Honestly, at this point, it'll just be a gaming channel, but just for the SAT. I'll also be looking at the SAT in separate sections now. I've always known that the questions were in different categories, but I never put much thought into actually memorizing them. Also, to change my mindset, I'll just have to keep on working. I feel the more I experience practice tests, the less I'll worry and panic. If I can get my time management under control through relentless practicing, then I'll be happy. It's like science, a series of trials and errors, learning something new each time, until I get my desired product. This, not just this, but all of this show documentary project, I want to use as motivation to keep going, growing, and improving. I want to reach a point where I can be a testament to myself and others to keep going on. And that can only be possible if I reach that mountaintop of accomplishment. So, that's my rough draft plan to get the 1600 as of now. Now, after saying all of this, the 1600 is still in a separate realm. Even if I carried out all of my plans to the finest detail, I will still be encroaching into the borders of that score. However, planning for anything below 1600 just isn't as fun. So after saying all of that, I can't say much else on the topic as of now. I can only work towards the goal. So, have a great day.